Follow all Moasers news on his website, www.moasers.com. And on his Facebook Moasers and Instagram Moasers13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on this new Moisier video about ESP. On the previous video I done on ESP, we have talked about using a MIDI keyboard and a laptop at your hotel on vacation where you are moving for your work as you want. But if you want to play on rehearsal or if you want to play on stage, with a laptop it would not be possible to say to the other guys on the band or women on the band, to say, stop, excuse me, I need to close my project, I need to reopen my project for the next song each time. That's not possible. You need to manage this with a software that allows managing stage using, and we have Camlot Pro for that. On this video, we are going to see what we can do for rehearsal or stage with Camlot Pro. On the first part, in a simple way, what we can control editing, saving, and doing with a MIDI keyboard if you want, or with the Montage M2 if you want to have the two together, like having two big M. And sit all along the video because on the bonus, we are going to talk about using Camlot with the scene of Camlot, because you have scene on Camlot, but you can control scene memories from the Montage M or scene memory for ESP in the same time if you want for the two. And you can do some great things with Camlot Pro about that. So sit all along the video. If you do not know me, my name is Joël Borg. I work in partnership with Yamaha Music Europe in France. You can shoot me on Facebook, it's called Moisier, Instagram Moisier13. For daily exclusive publication, and as reference you have the website www.moisier.com. On if you are not already a Moisier YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. Let's start with Camlot for using with your band on rehearsal or on stage. I have made two set lists, this one for the first part. The setlist is the program that you prepare to play on stage. And on this setlist, I have 3 songs. If I take my band setlist, we have more than 100 songs in the setlist. If you know Camlot Pro, you know, but if you do not know, I just explain to you just a little bit because I have already made an overview video about Camlot Pro. Here, this is my song, Durable Style. I have named it as I want. I can change the order as I want to. And I go to the layer. The layer is the place where we work on Camlot. Here, this is the layer. This is the Montage M layer I have created. This is the keyboard that controls the sounds that I prepare on the items here. So here, this is my Montage M. You see, this is the port for the USB driver. And if you see here blinking, it means that the connection is good. And here I have the item is the sound I will play, and here this is ESP, Expanded Offset plugin. I can manage this level as I want, like that, I can change. So for each song, very easy to manage the things like that. And here, it's like if my Montage M is a master keyboard. And if I prepare it on with the Montage M and I go on stage or on rehearsal with a master, any master MIDI master keyboard, I can quickly in the settings replace the port for the driver from one to the other. Very quickly, in simple way with Camlot, that's very huge. You do it on the settings one time and it's done for all the songs. So this is one, I will say, here preset performance, Durable Style. Originally, this performance has only one part, the A and X part. And here you see there's something else here on my Montage M, because I control only ESP. Here, no. I have had the part I want. I can do some things, of course. Even if I do not control my Montage M, you will not see the supernode moving here, but you see the ESP supernode moving. I can do it with my foot control if I want to, of course. And you see it does not move here because I am as if I have master MIDI keyboard here. And to be sure and to control the things, from my previous video, you need to be on the command level. Remember that you control things at the command level. So I can control the seed memories like that if I want, as an example. I can go to the filter section and I can control the cutoff, so editing things quickly. So if you have a MIDI master keyboard, see my previous video, you can map the MIDI control chain as you want. You cannot do the E3G depth. If I go to the amplitude, I can manage the attack, the decay, and the release, not the sustain, because it is not control change. And if I go to the variation reverb, I can control the variation return here or here. You see the same here. This is command value. And if I go to reverb, I can control the reverb return. As an example of things that you can do, that you can edit. If I go on assignable, I can control, of course, the assignable knobs here like that, like I control the super knob. This is all the things you can control to edit quickly in ESP if you want, even with a master keyboard. And how does I save that? I will say just click on Save on Camload Pro. That's very easy. All the things I done here, I do not need to save anywhere else. I will close this item, I will close that. I just need to save, overwrite inside Camload Pro. And it's saved for this song, and it saves all the songs I done in different way. All is saved by a simple click here. One other example here, I will use here the Montage M, and in the same time I will use ESP. I will open the layer, and now you see we retrieve the expanded substance and we retrieve the Montage M item. And now I will play the two in layers, because on that example I put them in layers. Sound that's rising up is the Montage M hardware. And this is durable style, but I'm editing, tweaking some things, and you see here it's very different from the previous durable style performance from ESP that we have on the first song, because I have edited some other things inside, and I click save, it saves all the things I've done for all the sounds. So that's very great. And the very great things too here, if I play with the two, if I'm moving my super knob, it moves on ESP. I will not open it to win sometimes, and it moves also on my Montage M. So if I prepare well and find my things, I can, by moving only the super knob one time, I can move for the two, and I can manage the effect, management of the things I want to do directly like that. And it moves for the two in the same time. So all the things we can do, I will not show you too much example on that. And I can manage, of course, my level for my Montage M, for my ESP, if I want to reinforce ESP. Huge sound you hear, okay? I'll say, great, it's on layer. Can we split that? Yes, of course. So that's really the same things. I have just split and edit a little bit the things because we will not hear the same sound. And oh, is it easy in Camload to split? Yes. Here, this is my physical keyboard for my Montage M, I will say. And if I want to see the two items, I need to click on the expand icon here. And now I see ESP here on the right, Montage M hardware, keyboard on the left. This is the same, because the same performance. And I change a little bit the sound for ESP. So you see, same performance, but different for the free sound. Same ESP performance, different for the free sound, and very easy. You have a learn function. Just press here. As an example, I want to change my split point. I do that, and it changes, as you see. For this one, I want to change the top. So very easy to do the split like that in Camload Pro. If you want to go deeper inside Camload Pro, inside ESP, inside your Montage M, all the things that appear on the top, you can ask me for Monsieur Masterclass. It's online through Zoom, through the Music Artspace platform. It's open for users all over the world, and you can book directly on my available slots in the calendar from the time you want. It will be on your time zone. You choose the topic we are going to work together. That's very important. And after the session, you can download the video recording of your session and you can review as many anytime you need. Thank you very much, Music Artspace, for that. And no, that's the bonus time. So for that bonus, I have changed from my setlist. And you see, I start on the song 2. Why? Because it's worked in Camelot, but in the same way in any other software that do the same things. Here, when you press on the song, you need to load all the VST instrument or all3 you have on your PC or Mac, because it only works with ESP, only work on PC or Mac. If you want to have several ESP, as an example, we have scenes in Camelot. I want to start with the scene 1 in Camelot, not scene memory here, scene 1 in Camelot with one ESP performance, and on the scene 2, I want one other. Can I do that? Yes, but you need to load the 2 ESP instances, one for the scene 1, one for the scene 2. Why? Because if we go on layer, and we have a setlist rack, and setlist rack is very great for VST instrument and all3 that support coding sounds for MSB, LSB, and PC. So you put the VST instrument here, and you can call them through the MSB, LSB program change. But ESP does not support that, so you need to put one instance and one other instance on one other scene, and one other instance on one other scene. That's why, come back here, when I press on this one where there is 2 instances, you see here 2 times, 2 remaining. It's load the 2. No need to go on the layer view to explain to you. Here I have one ESP performance. It's in French, string du soleil, sun string, I will say in English. And after we have film noir, black movie, if you want, in English. And I can play the 2. I can call this first ESP performance, only it's like if my Montage M is my master keyboard, like any MIDI master keyboard. And after I will call film noir. I keep no sound cutting. And if I start to play, I will play the second one. And here I have an arpeggio. I can play the ESP with the arpeggio if I want. And if I come back to a performance that do not have an arpeggio, does it stop directly? No, you have a fade. You have here the note a little bit. And you can work like that. But if you need 7, 8 scenes because you have introduction, verse, chorus, bridge 1, second chorus with one of the songs, it will take too much time, I think, to load. But this is not a problem from Camelot. This is that ESP does not support MSB, LSB, and PC. So a little call, if it's possible, it will be great. So that's why I want to show you one other example here. Here we can use the Camelot scene to call the scene memory from my Montage M to call the scene memory for ESP. The 2 together, one or the other, as I want. We can do what we want in Camelot Pro. That's why I show you in layer. Here on Song Rack, I have put ESP like that. It loads one time. And here on the scene, I simply call the scene memory with the good control change and depth that I need to done. So in that example, I will not opening ESP. We do not need. This is CFX plus FM EP. So this is the first performance that we have on Montage M. And you know, for people who know the Montage M or the Montage Mode Generation, when you play this performance, you have on the first position, the supernode is on that value. On the left, you have the piano alone. If you on the scene memory, you can memorize the supernode position. If you set for the second scene the mid position here that we have on montage M, you have the piano and the electric piano together in layer. And if I set on the third scene to have the supernode here on the right, I have only the electric piano. So can I do that with 3 scene memories? So I have just asked the scene memory to call this 3 position. You will not see this supernode moving because remember, there is no, on my layer, there is no montage M item. It's only ESP. So it will responding only on ESP. I will not open it because you will hear the differences. No need to open the screen because it will hide my scene position. Piano alone, as you hear. I will change my scene here with my finger for the first time. No sound cutting. I have had the electric piano. And you see the piano is removing. So I do not do the thing smoothly. I say tack, tack, tack. Very hard, drastic change, but to let hear you on the video, this way to do that. And you can say, okay, but to change scene memory, I can do as you show, like that, directly on the buttons. Why do I need Camelot to do that? Because if your hands are very busy, with Camelot Pro, you can connect a FC5 Yamaha foot switch here on the RC enable port here. You can assign it as a remote controller in Camelot Pro, and you can change the scene without the hand with the foot pedal. As you see, without the hand, I change the scene. So if you do not play with backing tracks, you can do live, I can change the sound. If you are using backing track, you can directly synchronize your scene changing with the timeline on the good timing on the audio files that you are reading in the same time, and you can see the attachment, your partition, your note for what you are going to play on chords. Also in Camelot Pro, so that's very, very great and huge things that you can do with Camelot Pro for rehearsal and also on stage. That's video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. If yes, please, please, please click on the blue thumb. That's very important for me because I do all these videos for you outside my office day work, and it's a huge work to do that. And my office day work is really not linked to the music. So please, if you like, press like. If you want to support the channel, you have bottom right the video. The super thanks, it's like a kind of donation from $2 to what you want, and it will help me to buy some new software to improve the rendering of this video I done for you for free on YouTube, or renewing the licenses for the software I'm using actually, or buy new gear to improve all of that. Thank you in advance if you go on that way. If you want a Moisture Masterclass, I remember to you information on video description and on videoending.com. Moisture Masterclass available in French and in English through the Music Hackspace platform. See you soon for one other Moisture video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moisures Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moisures' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro Sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moisures one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moisures calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moasers video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!